The first clever hack to look more attractive: wear a color that complements your natural complexion. Okay, I get it, but how do I choose the right color for me? And by the way, I don't want to use any of those color charts. The easy solution is to look to your past. When you were a kid, you tried on a wide range of different colors, different outfits, and here's the thing, you probably got compliments on those that just naturally complemented your color tone. For me, olive green, this shade of blue, we've all got certain colors which we gravitate towards. Find yours. Yeah, it does, but there's always a give and take. What you gain with versatility, you lose when it comes to having a color sit next to your body that can help your natural tones pop. I mean, you see the difference, right? This shirt right here, very similar to the gray, but it's that bit of brown, which just gives it a little bit more energy, a little bit more pop with my color tones. Next up on the list, stop shaving. A little bit of stubble can go a long way. So this is based off a 2016 study coming out of the Journal of Evolutionary Biology. I really like this study because they surveyed 8,500 women. Though it showed them 3 pictures. One of them clean shaven, the other guy he actually has a little bit of stubble, and then the third guy a full-on beard. Now, when it came to the full-on beard, women love this guy because, yeah, he's going to be a long-term partner. This guy's going to be great with kids, and maybe it's because of his social status with the beard that they felt this guy was just great long-term. But short-term, wanting to hook up, it was the stubble guy. The guy that was clean-shaven, nobody seemed to look at this guy. It was all about that little bit of stubble. There was something sexy, something attractive about this guy. Now, what about the hair on the rest of your body? Should you go a full-on shave? Well, gentlemen, it's a little bit more complex than that. So there was a 2016 study coming out of the archives of sexual behavior, and what they found is that for the most part, women do like a man that's well-groomed, except do not shave your chest. Yes, apparently a little bit of hair in the sternum, right here on the pecs, around the nipples, women really like this. Actually, much better than a fully shaven man. They wanted to see a little bit of hair there, but apparently on the rest of the body, it's not as attractive. The next tip: throw on a piece of leather. I've talked about this before, but when you look at all the materials that we use in fashion, leather again and again wins when it comes to perceived masculinity. There's just something about leather jackets, about leather clothing, leather accessories that screams manliness. And you don't have to wear a full-on leather jacket when it comes to getting the masculine leather look. Just look how this leather backpack transforms my look. It's got a classic, timeless, masculine, strong appeal to it. Now, the problem with bags like this is, in general, they're very expensive. If you went with a designer backpack like this made from leather, we're talking well over $1,000. That being said, gents, you can grab this bag for a fraction of that cost over at Mahi Leather, the sponsor of today's video. Now, gents, I've talked about Mahi Leather before because I love what these guys are doing. They're making quality bags at an affordable price. And one thing I love is that every time you order your bag, they make it to order. So the bag doesn't exist until you order it. So you can actually have small little customization things done. Little things like personalized embroidery, getting your initials on the bag, or simply getting the leather that you want. Now, the backpack I've got right here is their new Explorer backpack, and it's one of my favorite designs. I like just simply, it's functional. This is great if you're a student, if you're a business person, if you just simply want a backpack that looks great and is going to get the job done. I also love that they've got thick, adjustable shoulder straps. As a guy that used to do a lot of forced marching in the Marine Corps, I can tell you the thickness of the strap is key to being able to distribute the weight, especially if you're going to throw in a bunch of books, you're going to throw some water bottles right in there. You want to make sure that you can take the weight. And if backpacks aren't your thing, you want a simple bag, check out their best-selling duffel. And all of these bags come in a wide variety of colors and different leather types, and all of the leathers are a byproduct of farming. Gents, I'm linking to Mahi down in the description of today's video with the best deal you're going to find out there. Use it or lose it. That link right there will take you over to their website, and you'll be able to see all the different designs, all the different types of bags they've got. So go check out Mahi. Guys, again, linking to them down in the description. Next up on our list of clever ways to be instantly more attractive: wear the right fragrance. Actually, specifically, wear the right fragrance that has the right notes that attracts women. And this is going to change from woman to woman, but in general, I'm going to talk about 7 notes that women absolutely love. One of them, vanilla. Another one, musk. Another one, lavender. Guess what? All 3 are in this fragrance right here, which some women I've actually read online, they've described this as the crystal meth of fragrances. Yeah, one woman talked about when her husband wears this, she actually thought, you know, I just love the way my husband smells. But then she realized for 20 years, he's been wearing this fragrance. Too old school for you? Okay, let's grab another one. This one a little bit more modern, more designer, but guess what? Cinnamon, tobacco, tonka bean. Those three notes right there, women absolutely love. I didn't even know this, and I'm wearing this fragrance. I had a woman chase me down asking me, what am I wearing? She absolutely loved it. She had to get the name. She wanted to write it down for her boyfriend, and she sat and talked to me for 5 minutes. I'm a happily married man. I do enjoy the attention, and this fragrance will draw it out. Next up, we've got vetiver. And understand that vetiver can smell very different. It can be like lemon verbena, or it can actually be like crushed tobacco leaves. Depends on the type of vetiver, but find the one that works for you and understand that this grass, there's just something about it that draws women in. All right, I can't help myself. Let's just keep going. So rose is another note that some women love. Some women don't like it, but other women are drawn to it like moths to a flame. And I'm going to say this because it needs to be said. Don't listen to all those fragrance snobs out there that say, you know what, don't go with something like this because it's too common. You're going to smell like everyone else. Here's the thing. These top-selling designer fragrances, there's a reason that they are top-selling designer fragrances. The vast majority of them are actually really good. And the ones that are really selling are just things that men wear it and they get compliments all day long. Yeah, you're going to smell like a lot of other guys. But when you're in close and she's loving the way you smell, does it matter? The next clever way to look more attractive, read books and read them in public. Now, I've talked about this before, but apparently there's a whole website out there of women stalkers that are posting pictures of hot men reading. Sadly, I'm not yet featured on that website, but I attribute it to the fact that if I was, I'd probably blow up the internet. Now, the funny thing about this is it actually does matter what you're reading. So eHarmony did this study and they made it available so that people could see the books you were interested in. If a man said he was interested in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, apparently he got 36% more messages from women. Yet, if he said he's reading the Harry Potter series, he got 55% less messages. And sadly, don't say you're reading Lord of the Rings, -24%, or The Hobbit, -15%. But feel free to mention World War II books, because apparently that gives you a bump of about 16%. My advice, simply go with nonfiction that interests you. Now, no RMRS video would be complete without me telling you to put on a jacket. Yes, jackets make you more attractive, and it's a very easy way, whether it be a sports jacket, blazer jacket, suit jacket, leather jacket. All jackets basically do the same thing. They build up your shoulders. They draw attention to the shoulders. Whenever you walk, they make your shoulders, basically the profile stands out and it makes a man more attractive. They also slim up the silhouette. When you button that button when you're standing, when you zip up that jacket just a bit, what do? You slim up that torso, that waistline. It also creates a seamless silhouette because if it's a dark color that goes with dark jeans, it doesn't have a high contrast, but it also does lengthen the leg line because a jacket, especially like a sports jacket, covers the back buttocks, so about your top 2/3. This just gives the eyes the illusion of being able to go up and down easier, making you look taller. So many great things about a jacket. Now, this jacket in particular, do you notice the color? Got that olive green, going back to my first point, so I'm leveraging colors that I love. Also, do you notice another color here? Spot it, come on, pretty easy, right? The red. So this is based off a 2010 study. I've seen this throughout nature as well. This is a clear signal that I have high status. I'm not talking wearing a full red suit. That's not going to convey high status, but little bits of red here or there send signals that this guy has something going on. This is worth our attention. That's why red grabs our attention. It is a very small signal, but this is something that helps you stand out from the crowd. So if any of your accessories, you put just a little bit of red, it can have a huge impact on your overall attractiveness. And let's talk about your footwear. Guys, I love sneakers. They're comfortable. They're versatile. They're great. But when it comes to a first date, when it comes to something that women like to see on a man, sneakers, they don't really rank too high. What does rank high? Dress boots. Boots in general, women absolutely love. And I think it was one study that GQ did. It was like 76% of women said this is the type of shoe that they want to see a man wear. Not necessarily, a brogue dress boot, but I would say this is not a bad choice. This thing right here is beautiful. This, you're going to get compliments. And let's talk about the height advantage. All of a sudden, you're going to go up 2 inches in height. I'm 5'9". When I wear these, I'm 5'11", and I love the fact that they make me look taller because when you look taller, you look leaner, you look stronger, you just look better. All right, guys, so I know you've got an opinion. I want to hear from you down in the comments. What did I miss? What would you have added to this video to make it better? Let me know down in the comments. So what video to watch next? How about 8 tips to always look stylish and put together? Guys, in this video, I make it easy to dress sharp.